This is called Getting Drunk in Ireland. I wrote this for myself, and was on a trip to Ireland with my wife and Sonia, who plays guitar for me, and her wife Connie. And Sonia and I brought our guitars to Ireland because we were trying to wake up the nerve to sit in at a pub, you know. And the first night we were too chicken to even bring the guitars. And the second night she had been shopping, she wanted to come, and nobody wanted to come, and women had been shopping, and so I just went out with my guitar on my back. And I'm standing there trying to work up the nerve, you know, to sit in. I asked to sit in, and the band member sees me with the guitar on my back, and he motions through the lights like, "Come over here." And I get close, and he goes, "Are you who I think you are?" And I said, "Man, I'm not even who I think I am." And he said, "Well, sit in anyway." So I'm sitting in, and in Ireland it's amazing. It's 7 nights a week live music in almost every pub in every city. We're on the island of Arran. Population 700. 3 pubs on the whole island. Each of them live music 7 nights a week. But it's all traditional Irish music. And it's not even a stage and lights and all that shit. It's just a guy sitting in a corner. It's guys, 6 guys sitting in a corner having Guinness and playing together. So they invite me to sit in the corner and play. And it's a round. And when it's your turn, you have to pick a song. So when it's my turn, I go, "Hey man, you guys are all playing traditional Irish music, and I don't know traditional Irish music. I know traditional New Orleans music." And it's all right, mate. You just play traditional New Orleans music. Be fine. So I did for a while. And at one point, you know, I'm playing like, you know, When the Saints Go Marching In and Closer Walk with Thee, whatever I can think of, and I'm playing my own songs, Hurricane Party and Foot of Canal Street. And at one point, I felt bad because they were all playing traditional Irish songs, you know. So I said to the lead singer while somebody's playing, at the corner of my mouth, I go, "Hey man, I do know one traditional Irish song." Because I had learned the night before, we were staying at a bed and breakfast that was owned by a French guy. He'd owned it for 20 years, he'd been in Ireland for 20 years, but he's still French. And he says, "Oh, there's this very traditional song called Galway Bay, you must learn it for me." And he pulls it up on YouTube with an Irish tenor singing the song Galway Bay. I'm like, "Oh, that's lovely. Oh, sure, I'll take a look." And he was a nice guy, you know. Go back to my room and I find Bing Crosby singing it. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And I find Johnny Cash did a version. I'm like, "Oh, this is really hip. I'll learn this song." So I learned it. So I'm at the pub and I'm saying, "Hey man, I do know this one traditional Irish song." And out the side of his mouth he goes, "Which one is that, mate?" And I said, "Well, it's called Galway Bay." And he goes, "Which Galway Bay, mate?" "There's 2. There's a very traditional one, which we do play. Then there's one we call the Bing Crosby version." And I said, "Well, that's the one I know." And he went, "Don't do it, mate. Don't do it."
Oh, there's nothing like getting drunk in